sitting in your room, busy making a project for your online class, when your phone suddenly buzzed. It was a group call from Kim Sol and Mina. You picked it up as soon as the call connected. Kim Sol's excited voice came. Are you both ready for Jungkook's concert? Mina rolled her eyes and said, Kim Sol, why are you so crazy for him? Because Jungkook is my favorite singer and he is so handsome. I wish I could kidnap him. Jo and Minha burst out laughing. Kim So, Jungkook's concert is after one day and you're calling us every day to remind us. Honestly, I don't think I will go. I am not even interested in him. Me too. I don't know why Kim So likes him so much. Because she's crazy. All three of you laughed. After some time, Kim Sol said excitedly, Tomorrow be ready. We are going shopping. We'll all buy new and awesome dresses. Everyone will notice us. Minha chuckled. Kim Sol, stay on the ground. Don't fly so high. Again, laughter filled the call. After a few more minutes, the call ended. You shut your laptop, stretch a little, and lay down for sleep. The next day, you three went shopping, selected dresses, and enjoyed a lot. After that, in the evening, you went for dinner at a restaurant. While eating, Kim Sol was busy on her phone. You asked, What are you doing? Put your phone down and eat. Then Kim Sol took a selfie with you and Minha and said, I am sending a picture along with a fan letter to Jungkook. When he comes live, he replies to fan messages and shows pictures. Imagine, he might show our picture live. Wow! We will be famous. Minha rolled her eyes and said, Idiot, eat quietly. After some time, you all stood up to leave. When Kim Sol dropped you at home, she said, I will pick you at 1 o'clock, so be ready. You nodded, went to your room, and fell asleep. Next day, you three reached the concert place early. Excited fans were everywhere, cheering, holding banners, and playing Jungkook songs on speakers. You found a spot and all three of you sat on the sofa. After a moment, Kim Sol got up and said, Minha, come with me, let's get the snacks. Okay, she nodded and followed Kim Sol. You stayed behind and sat alone. You pulled out your phone and started scrolling casually, not very interested in what was happening around. Just then, a sudden commotion happened. Girls standing nearby started screaming loudly. You looked up for a second and saw Jungkook walking by just a few steps away. The girls around you completely lost control. They screamed and rushed toward him, trying to get closer, but you didn't move. You stayed seated calmly, still holding your phone. Jungkook's security guard quickly stepped in front of him, stopping the crowd. Please go back, maintain distance. Amid all that chaos, Jungkook glanced at the crowd. Then his eyes landed on you. He looked surprised for a second. Out of all the girls going crazy, there was one girl quietly sitting, not even looking directly at him, just scrolling her phone. That made him smile softly. He looked at you for a moment longer, then walked to his van, where he sat and started getting ready for his concert. After a while, you stood up and started walking toward where Minha and Kim Sol had gone, but suddenly something felt wrong. Your head felt heavy, your steps weak. You blinked a few times, your vision started to blur. You whispered to yourself, Not now. You remembered your sugar level was dropping. You tried to grab your bag to take out the emergency chocolates you always kept. But it wasn't with you. Mina had taken it while leaving. You looked around hoping someone would notice. Your legs felt weak. You were about to fall. Everything around you looked hazy, like a dream. Then suddenly, through your blurry eyes, you saw someone running towards you. You couldn't see clearly who it was, but then you heard a voice, gentle, worried. Ma'am, are you okay? As your vision got clear, you were shocked. It was Jungkook. He looked a little worried but calm. You barely managed your whisper, I need something sweet. He gently takes you inside his van. You were too weak to even sit properly. He quickly rushed to the small mini fridge in the corner of the van, took out a juice box, inserted a straw in it, came back to you, and with his own hand brought the straw to your lips. Drink this. You started drinking slowly while looking at him. He was staring at you the whole time, as if he was making sure you were okay. After a few sips, you started feeling normal again. You held the juice yourself and took it from his hand. Jungkook smiled gently at you and still looking at you without saying anything. You finished the juice, feeling much better now. You looked at him and said, Why are you looking at me like that? And thank you for helping me. Jungkook smiled again and replied, If you now you have low sugar issues, then why don't you keep something sweet in your bag? Actually, my friend took it by mistake. That's why I didn't have anything with me. Jungkook stood up, walked back to the fridge, and took out some chocolates. He walked to you and gently opened your mini crossbody bag, placed the chocolates inside, and said, "Now you will have them when needed." You looked at him a bit surprised. "Why are you treating me so nicely? I always hear that celebrities and singers are rude and full of attitude." Jungkook gave a soft giggle and said, "Yeah, it's true, but only for those who cross limits, scream, and tease us." But you were just sitting quietly while all other girls went crazy, like idiots. You suddenly remembered Kim Sol and her obsession, and you tried to hide your smile. Then you stood up slowly. "Thank you for your help, but now I should go. My friends must be worried about me." Jungkook nodded and opened the van gate for you. Just as you were about to step out, he stopped you. You turned back, he picked something from the van and gave it to you. It was a VIP guest bracelet. "Keep this. No one will stop you during the concert. You can stand anywhere you want. And if you ever want to meet me again, my gods won't stop you." You smiled a little and took it. "Thank you." You stepped out of the van. But just a few steps ahead, you froze. Right in front of you, Minha and Kim Sol were standing with open mouth, wide eyes, completely frozen in shock. "What happened? Why are you two standing like this? What are you doing in Jungkook's van? And did he just give you this bracelet?" Kim Sol was still staring at the van, unable to speak. "You meet Jungkook without me. How could you do this to me?" You sighed and explained everything, how you fainted, how Jungkook helped, and what happened inside the van. Kim Sol held your hand and begged, "Please, please, I want to meet Jungkook too. Just once." You looked at her and shook your head. "No, just because he gave me this doesn't mean I will go back again and again. That's not a good thing to do." And just then, Jungkook came out of the van, ready for his concert. As he walked past the crowd, he glanced at you and gave a soft smile. Minha whispered something to you teasingly. You rolled your eyes. "Are you crazy? I already told you why I went into the van. The concert is about to start. Let's go." You three rushed inside. Kim Sol grabbed your wrist and took full advantage of the VIP bracelet, pulling you and Minha to the VIP area, very close to the stage. You hid your face in embarrassment. You really didn't want to use the bracelet like this, but now it was too late. The concert started, the lights went low, and the crowd screamed. Jungkook came on stage. The whole place echoed with fans shouting his name, and then Jungkook started singing. And you all enjoyed it. After 3 to 4 songs, Jungkook suddenly said on the mic, "This song is for my friend I meet today, but I forget to ask their name. This friend is so innocent and always needs sweets, so this sweet song is for that friend who's here at the concert." Jungkook didn't mention whether the friend was a girl, because if he had, his fans might have gone crazy. So he chose to hide the gender. You froze in place, shocked. Minha and Kim Sol gasped and stared at you. "Ryan, OMG, that's you." They both hugged you tight, smiling with excitement. Jungkook started singing the song. It was beautiful. Your heart fluttered in a way you never felt before. You couldn't believe it. Hours passed, the concert ended, but suddenly heavy rain started pouring. You three ran to the car and sat inside, wet and breathless. Minha and Kim Sol laughed and teased you. "Wow, Jungkook is impressed with Ryan, but because of the heavy rain, we missed the chance to meet him after the concert." Then Minha said, "Let's go home before this rain turns into a storm." Then you all went home. You reached home. It was late at night. You quietly went to your room, changed into comfy clothes, and lay down in bed. But your mind wasn't ready to sleep. Jungkook's face, his voice, that song, all of it kept playing in your head. For the first time, your heart felt something strange, something real. The next day, you woke up late and sat quietly on your bed. Your hair was messy and your eyes were still sleepy. But your mind, it was only thinking about one thing, Jungkook. You placed your hand on your chest. He sang a song for me on stage in front of thousands of people. Your heart fluttered again just by remembering that moment. You shook your head quickly. "Oh, Ryan, stop thinking like that. He is a celebrity. How can he remember me?" You look down. He meets many girls in every concert. Maybe he does the same thing with someone else too. You sighed and got out of bed. It was already lunchtime. You went downstairs. As you entered the dining room, your mom came from the kitchen holding a dish. "You just wake up?" You nodded and gave a small smile. "Yeah, I slept late." She placed the food on the table and sat beside you. "So, how was the concert last night?" You smiled softly. You couldn't hide anything from her. She was just not your mother, but your best friend too. So you told her everything, from fainting to Jungkook helping you, from the juice to the bracelet, and finally how he sang a song for you. She listened quietly after you finished. He gave you a calm smile. Just be careful, Ryan. You don't know him personally. Don't get too attached too quickly. You nodded. I understand. After lunch, you sat in the living room with your phone in hand. You scrolled through the Instagram and YouTube searching Jungkook's concert videos. You saw clips of him singing, his smile, the way he looked at the crowd. And then the clip where he mentioned you. You watched that moment again and again. Your lips curled into a soft smile without even realizing it. Meanwhile, in this private studio, Jungkook sat quietly on a couch, his guitar beside him. He wasn't playing, his eyes were lost in thought. Just then, the door opened, his close friend Jimin walked in. He noticed Jungkook's unusual silence. Yeah, what's going on? You look like you are dreaming with open eyes. Jungkook gave a soft smile. I don't know why, but that girl from yesterday, she's stuck in my mind. That same girl who fainted, Jungkook nodded. Yes, she was different, pure, calm, soft, not like others. She didn't scream when she saw me, didn't ask for an autograph, she didn't even care if I was famous. She just sat there and scrolled her phone like I was just a normal guy. Jimin chuckled, so now how are you going to find her? You don't even know her name, her number, nothing. Jungkook went quiet for a moment, then remembered something. Wait, after 2 days, there's the fan meet event. Maybe she will come there. He finally felt a little relaxed. If she comes, I will ask her name, her number, everything. At night, you were sitting in your room using your laptop when suddenly your phone rang. It was group video call from Kim Sol and Minha. You smiled and received the call. As soon as the call connected, Kim Sol screamed with excitement. Guess what? After 2 days, Jungkook's fan meet is happening. And we are going there. You will meet him again, Ryan. And if he really likes you, he will definitely talk to you again. You smiled shyly. You didn't say anything. You just looked down. Oh my god, look at her smile. Ryan is blushing. Oh. You quickly grab the nearest book and hide your face behind it. Stop it. What if Jungkook doesn't even remember me? Oh, the same girl who didn't even want to attend the concert is now scared that Jungkook might forget her. You stayed quiet, still holding your red face behind the book. Be ready, okay? We are going there, and I know Jungkook remembers you. Just wait and watch. You nodded slowly, still unable to stop your shy smile. The days passed. The much-awaited day of the fan meet event finally arrived. You got ready slowly, feeling a little nervous but also excited. Today, you were going to meet Jungkook again, maybe even talk to him properly. You wore the dress you brought with Kim Sol and Minha, fixed your hair, and looked at yourself in the mirror. Well, he remembered me. With that little hope in your heart, you walked downstairs. But as soon as you reached the last step, something didn't feel right. Your head started spinning and your body felt weak. You held onto the wall and slowly sat down on the sofa. Trying to catch your breath, you felt dizzy and very low. Something was wrong. Just then, your mother came from the kitchen and saw you sitting like that. Her smile dropped immediately. Ryan, what happened? You couldn't speak. You just looked at her weakly. Without wasting time, she grabbed her bag and rushed you to the hospital. When Kim Sol and Minha found out what happened, they rushed to the hospital too. By the way they arrived, you were already feeling a bit better, laying on the hospital bed with a light smile. You looked at them and said softly, Kim Sol, I am so sorry. Today's plan got ruined because of me. Kim Sol immediately held your hand and shook her head. Don't say that. When the next event comes, we will go together again. But for now, just take care of yourself, okay? You smiled and nodded, but deep down, you were sad. This time you really wanted to meet Jungkook, not because he was a celebrity, but because you had started feeling something for him, but now you missed the chance. On the other hand, Jungkook reached the fan meet venue. There were fans waiting for him everywhere, smiling, shouting his name, holding gifts and posters. He sat at the signing table, giving autographs, smiling for selfies, and listening to sweet messages from his fans. But no matter how many people came, his eyes kept searching for one face. You. Time passed. The event was almost ending, but Joe didn't come. His heart slowly sank. After the last fan left, he sat silently looking down. Maybe she's really not interested in me. She didn't even come today. He left the venue with a heavy heart and went back to his apartment. That night, he sat near the window thinking. He didn't know why he was feeling this way, but the truth was, you were stuck in his mind. And he had no way to contact you. No name, no number, nothing. Days passed. Jungkook had no way to contact you. He didn't know your number, nothing. And you kept waiting, hoping maybe another event would come. But now, you started thinking that maybe Jungkook had forgotten you completely. So many days have passed, nothing happened. One day, Jungkook sat alone in his room, scrolling through his phone. Suddenly, he thought, what if I go live? Maybe she's watching. He opened the app and went live. Fans started joining instantly, sending hearts and messages. He smiled and replied to a few messages, but even while talking, his heart wasn't in it. Then he opened fans' letters suddenly, his eyes widened. He froze in the middle of reading messages. One message had a picture attached. It was a selfie of Shu, Kim Sol and Minha. Under the picture, the fan had written, "We love you Jungkook. Ryan, Kim Sol and Minha are your biggest fans." So, her name is Ryan. He finally knew your name. Jungkook quickly ended the live and went straight to the account that sent the message. He typed quickly, "Hey, how are you? If you don't mind, can you please give me Ryan's number?" He stared at the screen waiting, hoping he didn't understand why he felt this way, but one thing he knew for sure now, he wanted to talk to you. You sat in your room scrolling through your phone when suddenly it buzzed. Glanced at the screen and saw a message from an unknown number. "Hi, is this Ryan?" You blinked a few times trying to process the message. "Yes, who's this?" Before you could even think about what was happening, the reply came, "It's me, Jungkook." Your heart skipped a beat. You froze. "Jungkook? How did he find me?" You stared at the message for a moment, typing back, How did you find me? "I am sorry if my message startled you. I was reading fan letters and saw your picture with your friends. I contacted Kim Sol. She gave me your number. It wasn't easy, but I wanted to find you." You couldn't believe it. This felt like something straight out of a dream. "If you don't mind, I'd really like to meet you. I promise it will be a quiet and simple meeting." You stared at the screen, unsure of what to say, but then typed slowly, "Okay, but when?" Jungkook responded almost immediately. "Tomorrow I will send my driver to pick you up. Please send me your location." You sat there, your heart racing as your excitement and nerves blending together. Whispering to yourself, "Tomorrow I am going to meet Jungkook." You quickly dialed your friends for a group call. As soon as the call connected, Kim Sol was grinning widely. "I already knew. I was just waiting for you to call me." You couldn't help but laugh and tell them everything. How Jungkook found you, how he wanted to meet you, and how excited you were. You felt overjoyed, your heart light with happiness. "See, my fan letter works wonder. Don't take me lightly next time, okay?" You all laughed together, sharing the happiness of the moment. The next morning, you woke up feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. You didn't even know how to react. The day you had been waiting for was finally here. After some time, you checked your phone and saw a message from Jungkook. "Are you ready?" You smiled and quickly sent him your location. Your mom entered the room and seeing you so happy and energized, smiled warmly. She had always wanted you to live a normal life, filled with love and happiness, just like anyone else. A short while later, you were sitting in a luxurious car, heading toward a private faraway studio. As you arrived, the driver opened the door for you, and you stepped out, following him inside. The studio was stunning, modern, and filled with creative energy. The moment you stepped in, you spotted Jungkook in a glass cabin, focused on playing the drums. When he saw you, his face lit up, and he walked over to you with a smile. "Hey, how are you? Finally you made it." You smiled shyly and tucked your hair behind your ear. "I am good, thanks." Jungkook led you into a living room. You both sat down, and he began to tell you how he had waited for you during the past few days. "I really wanted to meet you again. I was looking for you after the fan meet, but you didn't show up. I thought maybe you didn't care about me, but I am glad I finally found you." You smiled, feeling relieved by his honesty. Then it was your turn to share why you hadn't come. I wasn't feeling well that day, so I ended up at the hospital. I really wanted to be there, but it just didn't happen. Jungkook nodded understanding and then showed you around the studio. You both spent hours talking, laughing, and enjoy each other's company. Neither of you noticed how quickly time passed. As the evening approached, you realized you had to go. I should get going now. Next time when we meet again, we will make sure it's longer. You smile softly when fate wants it will happen. Jungkook jiggled, no, I am free on Saturday. I will send my driver to pick you up again. Will that work for you? You smiled and nodded, okay, I will be ready. You said your goodbye and Jungkook walked you back to the car. As you left the studio, your heart felt lighter than it had in days. When you arrived home, your mom was waiting for you looking concerned but relieved to see you happy. You rushed to your room and immediately called your friends. I can't believe it. He treated me like I was a celebrity. He's so kind and down to earth. Of course, he's totally obsessed with you, Ryan. You are his top priority now. You smiled, your heart fluttering with excitement. After the call ended, you leaned back in your chair, staring at the ceiling, thinking about Saturday. You couldn't wait to see him again. After 2 to 3 meetings, one day you both sat in the studio. Jungkook looked at you seriously. Ryan, since the first time I saw you, my mind got stuck on you. You are exactly the type of girl I always dreamed of. When I found you again, I didn't want to waste time, and now I know. I feel something deep for you. I don't want to lose you. You stared at him, shocked. You had no idea he felt like this. So deeply, so truly. Ryan, will you be my date partner? You smiled slowly and nodded, yes. Jungkook was so happy, he hugged you tightly. I know it's not easy to date someone like me, but I want you by my side always, and like that, your love story began. One day you were at the mall buying a few things when suddenly someone spoke behind you. Hey, you jumped a little and turned around, confused. A guy was standing there in a mask, sunglasses, and a cap. Who are you? He laughed lightly. Silly, it's me, Jungkook. You blinked in shock. What are you doing here? What if someone sees you with me like this? That's why I covered myself like this. Your phone location was on, so I thought to give you a surprise. You smiled and shook your head, amused. Then you both went to a cafe nearby. You sat, laughed, talked, completely lost in each other. But someone secretly recorded a video and posted it online. Jungkook was still covered, but fans knew it was him. Later at home, you got a video from Kim Sol. Your face was blurred, but Jungkook was clearly sitting beside you at the cafe. You were shocked. Your heart dropped. You quickly called Jungkook, but he didn't answer. Not your calls, not your messages. Next day, still no response. You felt anxious and guilty. You didn't even go to the studio. 2 days passed, then finally your phone rang. It was Jungkook. You picked up fast. Where were you? Why weren't you answering? I was so worried. I'm sorry, Ryan. That cafe video, someone posted it. I got hit after that. My team took my phone for safety. They handled the mess. Thankfully, whoever uploaded it blurred your face. Otherwise, you would have faced it too. You sighed in relief but felt uneasy. Now what? How can we meet? Everyone's watching you now. I'm sorry, Jungkook. Because of me, this happened. Don't say that. I know what I was doing when I decided to meet you. I was ready for this. We will just more be careful next time. Secret meetings may be at night or in quiet places. No, please. I don't want you to sacrifice your career because of me. Let's stop this here. Let's stop dating. I never want to live in guilt. Ryan, please. Cutting him off, I'm sorry, Jungkook. Goodbye. You ended the call and broke down in tears. Your heart felt heavy. Your mom came into the room. Worried, when she found out everything, she hugged you and said softly, trust your fate, Ryan. If it's true, everything will be fine. The next day, you were sitting quietly in your room. Your mom called you for dinner. You walked downstairs with a heavy heart and froze. Jungkook was sitting at your dining table, talking to your mom. She was setting the plates. You stood still in shock. Jungkook, what are you doing here? He stood and smiled, walking to you. You think I will leave you just like that? Never. I don't want this career or fame if it means losing you. You stared at him shocked. You will leave your career? He chuckled. No, silly, I signed a 5-year contract. I can't break it, but only 1 year is left. After that, I am all yours. Just stay with me this year. We will talk every day. And whenever you want to see me, I will come to you like a thief. You don't know what to say. Then you looked at your mom. She smiled and nodded. You smiled too. Okay. Jungkook's face lit up. He hugged you tightly. Then all three of you sat together and had dinner. A new hope filled your heart. From that day, you and Jungkook became more careful. Most of the time, Jungkook called you when he was free. And whenever you wanted to meet him, he quietly came to your home at night. Or sometimes you went to his studio, but very rarely. Attended his concert like a stranger fan. Hiding in the crowd with a smile, you went to his fan meet events just like other fans, keeping everything silent between you two. Meanwhile, Jungkook started his own brand, clothes, shoes, and many more things. It was the beginning of a new journey in his life. Like this, the whole year passed, and finally, the day came. Jungkook's contract was over. Now, he didn't want to sign any new contract. He just wanted to live his life, have a partner, and find peace. He was finally free from all those restrictions. One day, your doorbell rang. You went to open the door. And there he was, Jungkook. But this time, he wasn't hiding behind sunglasses, a cap, or a mask. He looked directly at you with a soft smile and said, "Now I'm all yours." You rushed toward him and hugged him tightly. You felt truly happy, like your heart had finally found his home. A few days later, Jungkook made his relationship public. He announced that he was dating and very happy. Soon, the news of your marriage will also spread. Of course, some fans became upset and sent hate. But this time Jungkook didn't care. He was no longer under any company pressure. He was free now. And he also knew some people would never understand that idols and celebrities are humans too. They have hurt, they get tired. They also need someone to love and someone who truly understands them. But fans want them to stay single forever just for them. That's why Jungkook wanted a girl like you, a girl who never treated him like a star, but always like a normal person, someone who understood his silence and stood beside him in his hardest times. Now he has that girl, his everything. You both are truly happy now, supporting each other in everything, living life not as an idol and a fan, but as two hearts who finally found their love forever in each other.